You are looking live at the CDM Rink at the HollyDell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, where the Rockets are getting set to take on the Ramapo Saints in the semifinals of the MAWHA playoffs. Hi everybody, my name is Joe Rizzo. I'll be bringing you the action here on my YouTube channel, as I've done and been blessed to do for most of this crazy season that has truncated schedules and thrown the season into havoc. But here we are, nonetheless. No matter where you're watching from, Montvale, Malmo, Mumbai, Madison, we're glad to bring you the action, whether you're watching it live or catching it sometime in the future. It's March 20th, 2021. These two teams now here about 11:30 a.m. in the East have just gotten off the ice with each other about 13 or 14 hours ago. In the preliminary round, there were 5 teams playing for 4 spots. The Saints earned the top overall seed by getting 9.5 points. The only half point they lost was to the Rockets. And in that game, it was a 4-1 win for the Ramapo Saints. You could see them to the left of your screen in the dark blue with white letters and royal trim. The Rockets wearing their road grays with the black numbering and white trim. The winner of this game will play in the championship around 5:45 Eastern later today. There's another game going on, walking distance across the lobby, between the Colonials and the Tiger Lilies, who also met last night, and they're playing each other again rather quickly. We choose this perch to try to give you the best look at the Rockets offensively twice. We might jump over and go to the other end of the rink for the second period. But for now, Amanda's set to take the face-off with Louisa on her left, Quinn on her right. Liftoff for the MAWHA semifinal playoffs. Kirsten will bat this one through the center zone and in. Giving chase first is Louisa. She will pursue with Sabo pushing. Now Amanda will pop over and grab this puck behind the net. Hamilton will grab it for the Saints. Louisa gets it, goes through the circle, tries to center it for Quinn, but it couldn't get it through traffic. Hamilton up to Schoenberg. If I get the names wrong, then don't kill me. They've played each other enough, I should probably know them, but since I'm a homer, I'm a homer for the Rockets. The scoreboard is out of your view for now, but I can tell you that 40 seconds have elapsed in the first period. Schoenberg on the point at the right side tries to shoot it. She shoots it off Kirsty's arm. Kirsty will try to move it up and out of the zone, but Schoenberg and her battle for it, and Kirsty moves it around to the far side where Quinn picks it up. Quinn pushes it out of the zone past Sabo. That's Amanda using the body on Capano, trying to get the puck away. If you hear first names, they're more likely Rockets. Every now and then I'll throw in a last name. If you hear last names and numbers, it's more likely a Saint. Here's Hamilton, right down Broadway. Pushed now to 41st Street. Gets toward the net. Backhand shot, gloved by Emma, who has her first save of the game. 15:37 left in the first period, scoreless in the semifinals. This one's for, as you like to say, not all the marbles, but if you want to hoist a trophy, you have to win this game. So as the Rockets like to do, that when they lose a faceoff in the offensive zone, there's a quick shot, but they give Emma a good look at it, and only 4 seconds elapse between the time of the faceoff and the time that she catches the puck. And they do it again, and 13 seconds elapse. So they lop off these little chunks, and they've been able to keep scores down that way. So Emma's shot totals are often very high, but a lot of the saves are just like that, where you see now 4 seconds go off the clock, and the Rockets have been very good at doing that a lot this season. They'll change now. and bring out Lizzie with Barbara on the left wing and Bella on the right. Larissa and Tootie on defense. Tootie hard around after the face-off win, but it is pushed out by Bella. Now brought back in momentarily offside, but they touch up due to the Saints. Larissa will get that and bank it off the boards, but not out. Lizzie there. She will get it out of the zone, and this is Bella. Bella will skate through center ice, see a couple of Saints there and dump it in. Then chase. Barbara on the near side. It goes to Lizzie on the half board. She can't handle it, but Kirsten comes in to bank it back in. Bella in the corner, looking for Lizzie in front, but gets it stolen away there by Henry, who moves it up the right wing to Schomburg and through center to Ken. I gotta get her name, but it's always obscured by the ponytail. Here's that same player firing one at Emma, who gets the stick paddle on it and pushes it to the side. Battle for the puck over there in the far corner between Peyton and one of the Saints. It hits the netting and goes out of play with a stoppage with 14:21 left in the first period. No score. This is a semifinal game, so we're out of the points mode here. I believe we are. I think it's just a regular game, and whoever wins advances, but I probably should have checked that before instead of just assuming it. This one moved out of the zone, but Amanda can't get it on the backhand. Louisa picks it off the boards, but gets it picked off of her stick by Schomburg. Kirsty out to help out. Wrist shot from the left side. The two go sliding into the boards, but not hard. They hit the ice harder than they hit the boards, fortunately. Hamilton tries to move it in from the left point, but loses it. It goes up the right wing, but not out to Bella, and Kirsty has to play it into safer ice in the corner. Gets it up and out. This is Amanda. She's got Louisa. It's a 2-on-1. Over to Louisa, just off the back of her stick, but she'll still have time. Wheels, turns, puts it toward the net. She'll recover it. Louisa shovels it, but it's picked off by Zonto. Amanda pushes it toward the net. Peterson gets the left pad on it, knocks it down, and pushes it out. Up, but not out. Tootie comes in from the point. Tootie through the circle, can't handle it. Moved out and up the right wing. Schomburg will dump and change. One Saint up there, 4 Saints change behind the play. Rizzo gets the puck almost out, not out at the point. It's still in. The Saints managed to change all their players but not lose possession. Here's Riley with the new skate blades. Tries to get it out to Louisa, which she does, and the rest of that line will come out for the change as they were able to change centers but not wing pairs. Riley now with Bug pursuing there. Riley picks it off for a moment. Tootie steps in to bang it into the zone, and Bug will pursue on the right side with Brianna on the left, just coming into the picture now. Choi up the right wings, cross-ice pass for Capano. She's going to be battled by Larissa, who takes that puck away exactly as her father teaches her in the drills, watching the feet. But it's recovered, moved right toward the net, in front, backhand skate save by Emma. Whistle and a stoppage of play. We'll see what it is. It looks like they're moving the face-off out of the zone. I didn't see exactly what it was. Maybe a hand pass. So I don't know if that goal would have counted. It looked like it was still a live puck when Emma made the skate save. The Saint got behind the defense. There was another one standing there at the left post. No passing involved. She looked like she might have had Emma beat, but Emma somehow got the bottom of the skate on it. The skate blade looked like what she got the save with. Altman moves it out. Somehow no icing. It was sent from her own zone all the way down, and nobody touched it. Peyton will pop it out of the zone. That's Henry with it for the Saints. She tries to bank it up the boards, but Lizzie interrupts that. Tuttle now looking up the left wing and now sent in by Capano. She'll jump off for a change, and 2 Saints change behind the play. Rockets now trying to get the puck out. This is Brianna, the lefty, going up the wing. She sends it in, and we'll have Lizzie chase coming right at you. This will be Peyton stepping in, shot. Ooh, Lizzie tried to redirect it in front. She got maybe a little too much of it. Lizzie picks that one off centers, but it was a little too high. Bug was right at the perch on the top of the crease, where she should be right there. And the pass came in just a little too north of there. Down to 11:08 left in the first period, scoreless. Moving out toward the net. Emma gets a piece of that. Whistle and a stoppage of play. Let's see what they call here. Once again, not sure what the call is. Oh, it looks like the net came off its mooring, so I don't know who initiated that, if it was Emma with the save, but that was a ginger push. Certainly not intentional there. And maybe the net is just real loose, so that's good for safety. It's not always so good for flow of play, but safety first. This one popped off a couple of sticks and hitting the netting, so that will stop play with 10:52 left. And of course, when these face-offs are in the offensive zone against Emma, the Rockets like to take 4 to 8 to 12-second chunks of time off the clock. Larissa tries to move it up the boards, but it doesn't go out as Hamilton keeps it in. Amanda and Louisa now chasing down. Let's see if Amanda can win the race. She will contest the puck with Zanto, and Zanto will come out of it, tries to move it along the boards. These boards are strangely tilted. It's centered. Tootie picks it off at the point, moves it in past Caldera, will skate it all the way down to the end boards. Amanda battling in front. Tootie will get it all the way around, and she tries to center it. It goes too strong for Larissa, and Schoenberg will chase down with Larissa. But it's not an icing because it was sent down there by Tootie. Larissa with the hip using leverage. She's 1-on-3 over there, and coming in late was Quinn for a little help. Tootie now follows the puck along the way. Schoenberg gets it behind the net. She's met there by Larissa with force. It's banked up the boards, but there's only a sink there, and now Larissa gets it, centers it for Amanda. She'll break out with Larissa and Quinn. Amanda will find the center of the zone, gets hacked from the back. Quinn comes in to give it right back. And nobody's having a Big Mac attack, except maybe Coach Vinny. So go get some breakfast. Sent in and the Rockets change. Larissa will be the pursuant forward. Hamilton will move it out, and she gets her pass interrupted there by Bella. It's not called an icing for some reason. I'm not sure why. It looks like just maybe a missed call. Those are the kind of things where, I mean, you'd like the calls to be right all the time, but you'd rather have a referee miss something like that than miss an obvious penalty, of which there have been none in this game through the first 8 minutes, as we tick down to 9 minutes left in the scoreless first period of the semifinal game in the MAWHA playoffs between the Ramapo Saints and the New Jersey Rockets. Barbara gets that, picks it off. Bella there, bottom of the circle, wrist shot off the pads, rebound in front. Barbara gets it, goes to Peyton. Peyton shoots, redirected in front, and it's just a save. Georgie almost got that one directed in. Puck goes through back to the other side. Bella will pursue with alacrity. She's 1-on-2, and Henry gets the puck, but Barbara steps in to interrupt that plan. Barbara and Bella now using some physicality. Georgie will chase behind the boards now, force the pivot to this end. It's coming right at you is Henry. She will send it all the way down for an icing, and the Rockets will get a face-off right in front of us with 8:14 left in the first period, and still no score. The Rockets coming off their best scoring chance. A shot from top of the left circle by Peyton Jacobus, redirected by Georgie in front, and a save off the right arm or shoulder by Natalia Peterson, the former Rocket, playing goalie for the Saints this season. Face-off is there. Riley gets it. She'll get the face-off win and bank it up to Tootie at the point, but 10 jumps in to pick that off and skate it up the right wing. Larissa's in there to give some help. Emma gets a good look at the shot, a bouncing shot that she grabs with the catching glove and stops play with now a second under 8 minutes left in the first. Tootie will pick something up off the ice. She will hand it to the referee. That's a good job, making sure she goes back. I don't know if it was a piece of jewelry or something like that, or just something that she doesn't want to trip on, because that's her spot right there at the left point, at least for the next 8 minutes, and then 17 of those minutes in the third period. Up the left wing boards to Bug. She'll bank it off. Let's see if she can get it out. She can't. It's banged back in, and Riley will get it behind her end line. It's banked up here. Should not be any icing because that looked like it came off of a Saint, actually, that sent it down. Maybe I got that wrong. But nonetheless, it is an icing against the Rockets. 7:33 your time left in the first period. Thanks for joining us wherever you are. If you're joining us on the live stream from the United States or parts beyond, we're glad to have you. Face-off in the defensive zone is won by the Rockets. It's like Kirsty comes over to send it around to the far boards. It's put back around the back by a Saint, and then Peyton moves it up the near boards. Louisa there to battle Zanto. It's taken by the Saints, sent out in front. Loose puck there. Battle in front, picked up by Peyton. She will storm up the left wing, slam on the brakes, get through, send it toward the net. Peterson sticks it aside, and this is picked off by Peyton. She comes down in from the point, centered in front. Quinn couldn't get a stick on it. It was a little too high. Hamilton was coming through, and Quinn had to put her hands up to avoid initiate the contact. She didn't initiate it. Peyton with a wrist shot. Peterson pushes it aside. Pop up in front. She'll grab that one. They got to make sure the net is adjusted there as Louisa takes a spill after the play with a little hit. Things getting chippy. The net repaired to its proper stature. 6:40 left in the first period. Lizzie taking the face-off. Barbara nearby. Bella on the other wing. It's won by a Saint stick, but in favor of the Rockets. Oh, Barbara nearly put in a rebound right there. Tootie will try to keep it in at the point. Eventually, will she get it? Sorry about that. I'm watching the play and not watching the fact that you need to see me operating a camera to see what I'm talking about. Larissa tries to get it through, but can't get it through traffic. She'll skate it all the way over the end line as Bella covers her point. Bella will step in from the right point, send it back through all the way around. Lizzie will be on the other end to dig it out. These boards, very strange. I'll try to get a better explanation for you at the stoppage. Schoenberg and Lizzie battle for it. Caldera, I think, is the number 8 name. We'll try to get it out, and eventually she can't because Tootie keeps it in with the skates and the stick, and Tootie gets through the left circle. Tootie trying to get through the dot. It's kept in front. Bella, a double collision, one of her own and one of the enemy. Tootie gets up. Everybody seems none the worse for wear. Rockets with some good pressure here, and it gets out of the zone past Larissa. She'll go down and chase as the Saints will change behind the play, and some of the Rockets may. Larissa has some open ice to get her Jets moving. Oh, she looked for Bella. Oh, Bella just couldn't handle that pass up there. Another no icing call right there. I'm not sure, maybe Bella got a piece of it. Didn't look like it, but a lot of the icings are not being, called, or I'm just missing them. Interrupted going into the zone are the Saints, but eventually they get it there. Lizzie will pick it off the boards, send it out, but not with possession. Santo sends it in, and the Saints have to touch up to get onside, which they do very quickly. Hamilton from the left point. Hamilton to the slot. Hamilton to the right doorstep, shoots and scores. That's a 1-0 lead for the Saints with 4:46 left in the first period of this semifinal game. She's been dangerous, number 6 in blue. She gathered the puck from her perch on defense at the left point, was able to jump through a couple of players, get all the way in the front of the net, skate from left to right, and deposit the puck on Emma's glove side. I'm not sure exactly where. Quick face-off win. Capano gets in there, shoots just wide. It's in the corner, sent in front, loose puck there, shoveled back, and I think that was Peyton that came in to bat it away from the top of the crease. Rockets now under a little pressure here, and if they want to continue to play, they're going to have to dent the scoreboard at some point, which they did in last evening's game. Credited for one, looked like they had 2. The one that got the one that wasn't credited has the puck there for a moment, that's Rizzo. Here's a breakdown on Quinn's fall. Moved in front, breakaway-ish type shot is denied by Emma's right pad, and Larissa gets it in the corner. Saints moving it in off the half boards. Larissa steps in. There's a shot that either was whistled wide or blockered to the corner and behind. Rockets playing with it now behind their own end line still. They can't seem to do well to get it out. Amanda comes in with an elbow a little high there. She's got to watch that, but they haven't called anything yet. Quinn will get it along the near side boards, but can't keep it in. Louisa will pick it off. She'll try to get herself a little room, bank it off the boards, being interfered with right there while she's trying to get forward, and the opposing player is using her body to impede her progress. But again, if they're going to not call it, that's fine as long as it's even. Larissa's still out there on a long shift, tries to get it to Brianna, who cannot get it out. The Saints doing well, but to keep that possession there, they had to actually, it looked like it probably was out. Schoenberg picked it off for a moment, but lost the stick. This is offside as one of the Saints not happy about that call, but hard to see from here with this angle and this perch what we're looking at. Rockets will take the face-off just outside of their own blue line. Schoenberg looked like she was going to win it. Peyton gets it. She finds Brianna up the right wing. Brianna loses it in the skates for a moment, but gets it into the zone. Tries to get it deep, and there's not much pursuit there. It's picked off. Oh, that was Bug. Nearly had the interception in front. Georgie gets it there on the right side of the slot, and her shot can't get through. Brianna battling on the right boards. This is Caldera now picking it up for the blue team. She'll move it towards center for Schomburg, but Peyton will grab that puck, skate in, a little impeded there. This one sent down for an icing, and the Rockets will have a face-off in front of us with 2:18 left in the first period. It's 1-0 Saints. Hamilton, 6 in blue with the lone goal so far. Lizzie will take the face-off. She's got Bella in the slot and Barbara near to it. They'll battle it out right in front. Will it get up to the point? The Saints are picking off the passes to the point for the Rockets here, so that's maybe going to be an adjustment they need to make. They're standing right in the passing zone, and as the Rockets are winning face-offs or winning board battles, they're just putting it right to a Saint on the half board, so let's see if they adjust that. This is Altman coming in from the right point. Backhand shot, flutters in front. Emma knocks it down with the paddle of the stick. Quickly covers it, and we're down to 1:49 in the period remaining. 1-0 Saints, first period, against the Rockets at HollyDell Ice Arena, the CDM rink in Sewell, New Jersey. Lizzie wins that face-off behind to Tootie. Up the near boards, Bella has it, and the Rockets have a little room as they make that textbook face-off win. Sent towards center off of Lizzie's stick. Pursuing here is Barbara. Banked off the boards hard. Barbara gets it for a moment, but can't hang on. Capano tries to push it out. Tootie keeps it in at the right point. This is Lizzie getting it, trying to use the length there. Tootie gets it, top of the circle. Barbara will come in and pick that one up. She'll skate right at you and look up, take a look, centers it. In front, redirected by Bella. Loose puck in front, still loose, pushed out. Larissa's gonna get it. She'll take a shot from the point, fires it there, can't get through traffic. Lizzie with the shot, it doesn't get through. Barbara comes down, centers it in front. Covered up by Peterson as Lizzie was taking some whacks at it, and Bella was sitting there at the back door. Best pressure by the Rockets. That's probably their second real good scoring chance of the period, and it comes at a good time with 59.4 seconds left in the first. Amanda will take the face-off here. Quinn on her right, Louisa in the slot. Larissa on the right point, Tootie between the points right now. You're getting a good look at it here. Hopefully you'll get a good look at the Rockets tying goal. One to Larissa. She will send it in on the backboards, and Amanda will get there, give a little push. Hamilton will try to push back. Larissa gets it at the right point. Wrist shot, deflected off. Louisa trying to come out. Louisa gets her stick tied up and couldn't get through. The shot, rebound, whatever it was, just couldn't manage to handle it. Hamilton comes over. They play back and forth. It goes toward the net. Emma covers up that loose puck that was redirected. Saints breaking out with some speed after the Rockets scoring chance right there. Louisa had a good chance in front, just couldn't get herself untied from two Saints. And with 32.8 in the first period remaining, There's a battle for a loose puck after the face-off. It goes into the far corner. Luisa will come down there, flip it out, and get it out of the zone. Pursuant there. Let's see if Amanda can pick it off. Or rather, that's Kirsty. She picks it off and sends it in with 18 seconds. This is Amanda coming into the zone. She'll pursue there. It comes to the point. Peyton gets it, sends it toward the net. Luisa's over there. Backhand by Quinn. It doesn't go in. 7 seconds. Fought for behind the net by Luisa and Amanda. Let's see if they can get it and get it out in front as Quinn battles. And the period expires with a 1-0 lead. And look at all this. Look at all this. After the whistle, Saints getting their sticks up, and Amanda would have none of it. The whistle blew. Looked like 10 got her stick up in Amanda's face, and Amanda fought back there. You don't want to get pushed around here. Let's see. The refs will talk it over. Well, maybe I'll let you see. The refs will talk it over. Let's see if they add any penalty time for the second period. Score now 1-0. I have a feeling I'm about to get some information from Miss Jamie. Miss Jamie, if you want it to be on, just talk right here and everybody will know. It's Miss Jamie, everybody.
Hello, everybody. So after the game, we're going to all meet in the parking lot. Granted, it'll be like probably 20 minutes after the game or so, but we're gonna all meet in the parking lot. And if you have any interest in filming it, we have some kind words and some gifts for everybody. So anybody who's not here could at least be a part of the celebration.
Okay, so we'll try to live stream that. We won't do it on this live stream. We'll start a new one. We'll end the game after coach's comments.
Yeah.
And then we'll start a new live stream. So just subscribe to the channel and refresh. And we'll do that.
Perfect.
Thank you, Miss Jamie.
Absolutely. Thank you, Joe Rizzo.
Miss Jamie, I do have another question. Is this a straight semifinal game, or is this still being played with the points system?
I believe this is a straight semifinal game.
That's
Whoever wins this makes it to the finals.
That's what we've been going with.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to stick with that.
So we will be here at 5:45 tonight.
A bold prediction. Hopefully she's right. She's rarely wrong. That's Miss Jamie, our wonderful manager. So there is a 2-minute penalty put on the board for Amanda. And one more thing. You don't have to.
Hi, Mom.
Go over there. Okay. We would have done hi, Mom, for you. There's a 2-minute penalty put on the board for Amanda, but we'd like to take this short moment to remind you that.
And hi, Dad. Sorry.
And another thing. Hi,
Dad.
Dad.
Okay. And hi, Noni.
Okay. Hi. Ciao, Noni. Okay. So we'd like to take this time to remind you that Diamond Diehards is a podcast not only about baseball, but also about life. So check it out at diamonddiehards.com on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter. We're at Diamond Diehards pretty much everywhere. So check us out. Myself and Jeff the Dog Healy talk about baseball and about life. We do some wonderful features like Veteran of the Day. So if you have a veteran that you'd like to dedicate a show to, let us know through our many channels of contact. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, getting ready for the second period. Georgie will take the face-off shorthanded with Bug up front with her. Kirsty and Peyton are your penalty killers behind. They don't give that penalty even. They call it only on Amanda, which is a little curious. She didn't start it, but she got caught. And there was some pushing back as well, so they didn't go with the coincidental roughings. They just gave 1 to 23 in gray. So the Rockets will try to kill it off here. They have had some magic shorthanded in these last few months. Let's see if they have a little more. Usually it's Amanda who has some of the shorthanded magic, but she's not going to be able to help with that right now because she's in the box. This one's sent up and out by Kirsty. It's pursued there by Georgie. Let's see if she can get a pick off. No, she forces the Saints to go a little bit slower, but they get through center zone with Capano. Now coming up on Peyton. Shot goes off of Peyton's right shin pad and comes to the near corner right in front of you, where you can see the 15 of Holt right there. She will pursue with the body and the stick and help from Kirsty. It comes out in front to Tuttle. Now to the top of the point, top of the circle. That's Henry whistling one wide. That one shot off the side of the net and covered up by Emma with a stoppage of play. And 48 seconds left in the penalty, 15:48 left in the second period. The Rockets trailing 1-0 in this straight semifinal game. Win or go home. Neither team wants to go home. Riley will now take the face-off. Her fellow forward at the penalty kill is Brianna. And it comes to the near side. Ken will take a shot. It whistles wide. Emma lets it go wide. Schoenbach will go to the corner to get it. She'll feed the point up there. That's Zonto. She sends it into the near corner right in front of us. Larissa will get that. And she banks it up the boards. Brianna now fighting for it. 1-on-2. Ken, that looks like Teal is the name. Centers it. Schoenbach gets it. A wrist shot and a blocker save from Emma as Larissa shoots the puck at us. Brianna will fight for this one, get it out of the zone, bank it down deep. There's 10 seconds left in the penalty, so the Saints still might have time for a rush, but now with 5 seconds, Amanda will be jumping back into play. She jumps over the boards back in. The Rockets have killed off the first penalty of the game. Larissa picks this one off. She's got a little open ice if she can get through some traffic. Amanda picks up the loose puck. She'll skate into the zone, try to send it forward. A little collision there with Hamilton, and the puck stays in the zone as Brianna comes to pick it up. This one's sent toward the net by Amanda. It dribbles out in front, and Peterson will gather it in with the stick and cover it up with 14:35 left in the second period. Rockets on the attack here. Try to give you a little closer look. I don't like to go to the closer look that often because I know it interrupts the live streaming. But, here's a fan on the wrist shot by Peyton. Let's see if she can recover. We'll pull back here now. Peyton moves it behind her own net, up and not out. A little help from Lizzie. Let's see if they can get it out now. Still fought for along the boards. Lizzie and Bella eventually get it out of the zone. Put it in deep. There's no icing. There's no hands up for that. There haven't been a lot of those in this game, but there's been a few that have appeared to be icing. Pretty even call so far. Oh, there's a shot just wide by Barbara. It was not with a lot of pace. Oh, loose puck out in front, nearly deflected in off a skater or stick blade. Saints get it out of the zone. Peyton there defending Capano. She's going to try to go to the middle, and she's forced to the outside. Still keeping it. It goes toward the net. Tuttle was in front looking for a deflection, but Emma covers it before she could get the stick down. Georgie will take the face-off here. Quinn on the right, Louisa on the left. Judy and Larissa on D. Moved out. Georgie tried to put it out. Got it picked off behind her, and a shot and a save. And once again, now you can see it up close how the Rockets like to tick little chunks of seconds off in the defensive zone. Face-off won by Georgie over there, but now fought for just below where you could see because it's obscured by the boards. It's picked up by Tootie in her own slot and skated right up the middle of the ice. Tootie will keep trying to go right at the ice. She finds a little traffic there by Zonto, who moves it into the area behind her own net and now the near corner. Rockets fight for it below the attacking end line, and it's moved out now by the Saints. Pass up the left wing. This is Teal. I'm getting the name wrong. Forgive me. Sends it at the net. Emma with it. There's a stick up in a not dangerous zone after the whistle by Hamilton. Teams change. 12:58 left, second period. Semifinal game. Win or go home. The first-seeded Saints, the fourth-seeded Rockets, meeting for what seems to be the 80th time this year. Amanda on the face-off wins it first with the stick and then with the body, and Kirsten will take it behind her own net and around. Bug tries to keep it in, but finds a Saint there at the point. Two Saints versus one Rocket on the far boards, and they come up with it, but Amanda comes down for help. Centered for the top of the right circle, rather, that's Choi. She'll put it to the right wing boards to Tuttle. Sent at the point. Peyton will step up from her defensive perch to push it up, but not out. Now Bug gets it out with a swat of the puck like a magic wand in a Wizard World convention. Tuttle comes and gains the offensive line, takes a shot that Emma gets a good look at. It was a good shot, but Emma got the stick on it. Brianna gets it on the near side boards, but it's sent behind. Kirsten ping-pongs it up. Capano will grab it and put it behind. She actually, if she didn't realize she had a moment, she had somebody right in front. Troy and Kamakar battling in front now, but they'll be behind the play as the Rockets break out 3-on-2 if they hurry. But it looks like it will be a 3-on-3. Wrist shot by Amanda off the left shoulder of Peterson. Centered in front. Oh, Brianna got her stick tied up, couldn't get it. Peyton and Larissa will have to hustle back here as the Saints break out. Tuttle uses a pirouette and kicks it into the zone, and now grabs it with the stick blade and sends it in conventionally as the Saints change behind the play. And Radishevsky fires up the right wing, through all the zones, through the right circle, going toward the net, centering in front, loose puck covered by Peterson, whistle and a stoppage of play with 11:22 left in the second period, and the Rockets trailing 1-0. In the professional business, you have something that's called a cough button. In 16U live streaming on your YouTube hockey, you have put the AirPods down and the microphone down, walk away, and cough into your mask in 2020. So that play unfolded in front of you, as you could see. It was shoveled at the net, where Emma was able to cover it, and Larissa making sure that nobody was going to take liberties with her goalie after the whistle. 11:04 the time remaining in the second period. The Rockets need to dent the scoreboard at some point. If they do, that means 2 goals will be needed to win this game. They need at least 1 to make certain of that. Here's Barber grabbing it at center ice zone area and losing it to Schoenberg. She's tied up with Tootie. Nicotine, that's Lizzie, 29. Tries to move it out of the zone, but she and Bella can't quite do that. Larissa now with the attempt, still battled for along the boards. It's a foot battle. It's won by the Saints. Move towards center. Centering pass in front. Didn't get good one on it. A second Saint gets the puck, takes a shot, but Emma had slid over to that side for another good save with the chest protector. Referee admonishing somebody, but not dishing out a penalty, so the Rockets still in search of their first power play. They've killed off the only penalty of the game. That was a roughing penalty to Amanda at the buzzer, or rather after the buzzer of the first period. Loose puck in front. That's gathered for a moment by Georgie. Let's see if she could force it out of the zone. She does. And sends it deep. Quinn will get it, send it on net. Peterson will stick it aside. Quinn still in pursuit. This is Georgie. Can't hold on to it. Capano will move it out against Jacobus. She'll try to go around. She'll get around. Comes to the center. Wrist shot. Emma covers it after the pad save. 9:40 left in the second period. Still 1-0 Saints. If you're the Rockets, your path to victory is what Muhammad Ali used to call the rope-a-dope. You're gonna take some hits and you're gonna take some punches, but you just need to stay in the fight. And if they stay in the fight, just a moment of brilliance by somebody, whenever it comes, and this might be that moment. Kirsten up the left wing. Louisa covering her point. Kirsten gets it, can't get it through. Saints will break out. Louisa covering on D. Capano is going to get through. She gets it over to Tuttle. Shot and a goal. Contested right there by Kirsten. And that puck, the 219s battled for it. And as Tuttle shot it, Kirsty got her stick blade on it, but unfortunately for Emma, it just popped over her head. There's just sometimes somebody makes a play and there's nothing you can do about it. It's 2-0 Saints with 9:15 left in the second. Credit to the Rockets. They're trying to generate offense by sending their defensemen up there on on a set play. They're sending Kirsten up there because of her speed, and they nearly made it work. And on the back end, the Saints end up with the break. So here's a loose puck that goes behind the net. Bug will fight for it. Riley over in the corner can't get there as it bounces on these strange boards, which again, I keep meaning to explain the strangeness of the boards in the CDM rink here at the HollyDell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, as the Saints come over the line. 3-on-2. Rockets really late in getting back. This will be Tootie. Now Larissa, loose puck in front, covered by Emma. Rockets a little out of sorts here now. 8:23 left in the second period. It's a 2-goal deficit. They'll change forward lines. It'll be the 20-somethings, Lizzie, Barbara, and Bella. Lizzie on the faceoff. One to the top between the points. Wrist shot goes wide into the far side along the line. Schoenberg tries to center it, but Tootie picks it off. Missed on the point. Pinching in was Hamilton. Sent in, they're offside, but they touch up. Larissa will go up the right wing boards. Larissa gains both zones into the offensive zone, skates it along the line, trying to get there, trying to get in front, has some traffic in front if she can get it centered. Still fought for behind the end line, now sent out on a break, and this will be Barbara. She'll just miss that one under the stick, but eventually recover. Play with the body, but can't get possession. Keel will come in. She can't get through Radishevsky, and Larissa moves it out. That puck goes out, but no offside, as Lizzie was able to pick it up. Tries to send it down the middle of the ice, but two Saints there. And this looks like Troy trying to move it out for Ramapo. Kept in on the left point by Francesca. 7:25 left in the second period. Rockets need to get moving here. They don't want this deficit to grow. There's Capano, gets it over the line. Sees a couple of Rockets. There's a loose puck in front. Emma had the initial save. Loose in front, covers with the stick. Whacked at by Tuttle on the glove after the whistle. Ref admonishing, but not penalizing. So the Rockets still looking for their first power play of the game. They don't get it there. Georgie will take the face-off near side. One over there to Quinn, but lost to Henry at the point. Wrist shot through a lot of traffic. Troy deflected it in front. Emma with the save. Tuttle comes at the net, sends it in front. Emma covers up. Peyton had her stick blade behind the two pads of the goalie in case that thing somehow was finding its way through. That's the type of player 21 Jacobus is for the Gray team. Always thinking, always has the head in the game, always making that extra little smart play to make a difference for her team. Georgie centers for Louisa, goes a little past, but she got enough of the stick on it to avoid the icing ball. Pushed up the boards, and the Saints will pick off the pass to the point once again. That will be Troy. She'll center it for Capano, who's been in this spot practically all game. She'll try to negotiate through Kirsten. Wrist shot and a glove save by Emma. That was ticketed for the top left corner of the net, but Emma had the trapper up high, and she's able to glove it with 6:34 left in the second period. Rockets trailing 2-0. This is a win or go home game. On the change, it looks like Brianna took a spill going to the net. Let's see if she's okay. Looks like she's okay. Georgie comes out to take this face off. She'll win it over towards Quinn's side. Comes to the slot. Peyton bats it out. Up but not out. Kept in by Henry. She'll take a wrist shot, but can't get it through Peyton, who will pick it off and turn and burn up the left wing with speed. Jacobus up the left wing. Jacobus over the line. Jacobus to the top of the left circle. Jacobus into the left corner. She'll lose it there. Schoenberg will get it, send it out across the boards. Quinn will get it here, waits for an onside play. Now she will continue to chase down as Louisa guides toward the front of the net, but the puck doesn't come there. And it's sent out of the zone and into the Rocket zone where Larissa will pick it up. Lost it in the skates for a moment. This is Caldera, sends it in front. Emma comes way out, all the way on the angle. Loose puck in front. Oh, it doesn't get to the front, and Larissa is able to grab it. It's moved up the boards. There's nobody there except Brianna, and it goes out of the zone. Brianna looking to pick this one off. Gets a stick on it. Kept in the zone for the moment, but let's see if there's another rocket there. There's not. Saints bring it up to the attacking zone. Bug will pick that one off for Brianna, but it's a little too strong, and the Saints bat it back in. Larissa will grab this one and send it up the near side boards. It's battled for there by Brianna using the shoulder and the body, and gets it to Bug, who will bank it off the zone and in. They're going to call an icing on this unless it's waved off at the end, which it is, because the puck couldn't get there in its own volition. Saints will move it out of their zone, but not with Tootie stepping in and picking that one off. She'll center it. It goes in front. Right pad save. Loose puck in front. Brianna there shoots. Oh, it's a save, and it goes over the right side of the net. Lizzie will pinch in from her coverage on the left point. She'll grab it there, send it toward the net. It's bouncing. It goes wide. Brianna with it in the corner. She'll look to come out. She'll go to the right face-off dot, but loses it there. And this is Capano that will gain all the way the real estate into where you don't want her to be. She'll shoot. It wasn't going in, but Emma will glove that one as it was going wide anyway, and we'll have a whistle and a stoppage of play. 4:27 left in the second period. It's 2-0 for the Saints. Lizzie taking the face-off. Loses it. Zonto, fluttering puck, sent toward the net. Emma's able to grab it. Ref has to talk to these girls after every one of these stoppages, as there's always seems to be a little stick play on the goalie. Lizzie on the face-off again. 4:20 left. Wrist shot and a blocker saved by Emma. Same player moves it toward the net. Emma blocks it down and covers it up. 4:10. So as we like to describe often, this is how the Rockets keep scores down defensively and kill off small chunks of time very, very often. Peyton will get that off the face-off, whiffs on it for a moment, sent back in by the Saints. Kirsty will get it in the far corner, pursued by Troy. She'll reverse it back here, and there's a couple of Saints there, but gets through them, and Bella gets it, but can't keep it in her possession. Capano moving in, wrist shot. Somebody got a piece. That was Peyton, and it whistles over the net to the far corner, now the far side. Lizzie battling there. She's got to watch it. She's got her arm around one of the players. That's sometimes an indication for a hold, and I could hear the Saints bench calling for it. Hamilton will come in off sides as she doesn't realize that the Saints were changing into the zone in the period of the long change. So that's something that, as a player, can add a degree of difficulty because the benches in different rinks are changed in position. In some rinks, the greater part of the bench is in the neutral zone. In this rink, the greater part of the bench is slightly in the attacking zone. So it's a pretty common mistake that we see. It doesn't happen a lot, but it happens. Saints have it in the zone. Schoenbach's in front with Ramapo, who eventually wins this puck, puts it around the boards, and has Moreno, who will go up the right wing. Here's Quinn. She'll get all the way through the neutral zone and into the offensive zone, cut toward the middle, but find a little too much traffic there. Kirsty with a shot from the right point. It finds a Saint. Saints get behind the play here. This is Teal. Emma will come way out, get a little help. Right pad save, just in the nick of time. Schoenbach tried to center the rebound. Emma got a piece of it, so it didn't go where she wanted it to. Saints and Rockets fight for it along the far boards. Now behind the net is Peyton. Get it past 1-2. Hard off the boards. A sharp rebound that Quinn is able to get, but can't get it out. Whiffing on the puck now on this side. Here's Teal. She'll bring it in. Send it toward the front of the net at the top of the crease, looking for the redirection from Schoenbach, but doesn't get it. Banked off the far boards by Riley, and Louisa will pursue for a moment and then jump off the boards. Speaking of the boards, they seem to be tilted out all the way around the ice. Louisa will get this one. So you're not getting, can you imagine the Leaning Tower of Pisa? It's not that severe, but the boards are tilted out. Like they've been hit constantly by heavy players, juniors, NHL type players. The boards are pinched out and they're not standing directly on a 90-degree angle versus the ice surface. It's hard to see on camera, but you could see that they do lean out. So as a result, what happens is you're not getting really any kind of true bounce off the boards, and it's quite an adjustment for the players to make, especially coming off the rinks on which they played yesterday, which one of them had brand new boards and the bounces were very true. Here's Capano, bottom of the pushed from behind a little bit. They're going to call a penalty on that. She's down right in front of us, just out of the picture, and we'll hope that she's okay. Coach coming over, and we'll just give you a look at the scoreboard. Capano down here. See legs moving. There's 1:35 left in the second period. If you just popped on the live stream, or you're just grabbing the video now, there's a player down for the Saints. She's being attended to just below us. She's sitting up at this point, so there's movement, which is good news. Okay, she's going to be lifted to her feet now. Gets the stick tap applause from both sides. Skating gingerly, somewhat under her own power, but with assistance, as you could see in the picture. We'll reset it for you. 1:35 left in the second period. HollyDell Arena, the CBD Arena at HollyDell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey, on the outskirts of Rowan University, known to some of us old-timers as Glassboro State back in the day. It's a semifinal game, win or go home. And the Saints on the better end of it right now. 2-0. Larissa's in the penalty box for the result of what you just saw. So the Rockets will be shorthanded. And I see Riley jumping in the penalty box as well, so it looks like they've awarded a 2 and 10. And that means Larissa will be in the box for 12 minutes of play, so she'll be eligible to come back sometime in the third period. And Riley, the extra player, serving the power play. Bug will get that loose puck, that centering attempt at the top of the slot, and bat it down deep in the zone. She'll be the first to pursue down there. She'll pursue all the way behind the net, and the Saints will move it up to the logo. Kirsty will get it, and she will send it in off of a Saints player. We're down to 1:15 left in the period. Moved up the left wing. And in now. Collision there Loose puck. Kirsty jumps up to try to get it. They're offside, but Peyton will take it up the left wing shorthanded. Peyton through the center zone and into the middle, but can't get her shot through the slot. She'll stay high and pursue as Amanda and Bug will flip positions and play defense instead of forward until their defenders get back. Moved up along the boards, and Amanda tries to keep it in, but it gets through. Centering pass blocked by Peyton, picked up by Kirsty. She banks it in. 30 seconds left in the penalty to the Rockets, who will change behind the play. They'll get 3 new skaters out there. Bella is open. She gets the puck in the top of the slot, loses it for a moment. Shot goes off Santos' shin pad and into the left wing side. It's cross ice, 12 seconds offside. They'll face it off outside of the zone with 10.6 seconds left in the second period. The Saints holding a 2-0 lead on the Rockets and 35 seconds left in the minor penalty to Larissa, being served by Riley, and assuming that there's also a 10-minute going on there as well. Face-off battled for outside the zone as we're down to 5 seconds. Cootie prevents it from getting in the zone. 2 seconds. 1. Bella on the left side pushes it out of the zone. So the Rockets are able to kill off a minute 35 of the power play time, actually having a little bit of the better of the play right there. But they have a period to make up a 2-0 deficit if they want to fight their way into the championship game this afternoon against the winner of the game going on right now between the Colonials and the Tiger Lilies. Elevate Fitness, West Milford, New Jersey. Jen Rose has done a great job conditioning these girls all season. It's not going to come into play any more than it will right now in the third period of a semifinal game. So if you see the Rockets come out like gangbusters, it's not just me propping for Elevate Fitness. It's Jen Rose's work showing itself. And we saw that in Friday's game against the Colonials, where the Rockets really had an edge on a very, very, very good skating team in the third period as things got down to the nitty-gritty. And if you can't get enough of this wonderful voice, well, I might be biased, and other people named Rizzo might be biased, but if you just can't get enough, there's a podcast about baseball and life called Diamond Diehards. It's yours truly with Jeff the Dog Healy talking about baseball and life. We do things like Veteran of the Day and Die Hard Dads, where we talk about some dad stuff, usually fun stories, sometimes self-effacing, sometimes not. But you can go and find more about that at diamonddiehards.com. If you're a podcast listener, look for it on your podcast app, Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Twitch. Join our Facebook group. We're at Diamond Diehards on Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Everywhere you go, look for Diamond Diehards or at Diamond Diehards on social media. Getting ready for the third period. The penalty killers up front to start will be Barbara and Bella, the Killer Bees. Now let's see. I'm looking in the box, and do I see? I don't know if I see, unless Riley's sitting down and she's out of the picture. I think maybe she is. Okay, yeah. So Riley will be the one joining the play once the penalty is over. The Saints, as we have liftoff in the third period, Saints try to keep it in the zone, but Barbara's there. She'll move it out of the zone. She'll have a little room, so she'll skate it out. Gets to the neutral zone, and there's 7 seconds left. Right in front of them, you could see where Riley will jump over the boards, and we'll see if she jumps in and joins the play. The penalty has been killed off. Riley jumps into the bench, and Lizzie comes on to join her two line mates. Whistle and an offside with 16:25 left in this semifinal game. Win or go home right now. It's 2 goals or go home for the Rockets. We had an injury right in front of us if you're just jumping in for the third period. Capano, number 5, for the Saints. Looks like she won't be back. Peyton gets it sent toward the net. Amanda tries to whack it in. She gets tripped up. There's going to be a penalty. The Rockets will go on their first power play of the game. And boy, they need it. And they need to light the fire right here. Amanda had a great scoring chance off a crossing pass, got tripped up, and Henry will serve 2 minutes. The Elevate Fitness Power Play, the Diamond Diehards Power Play, brought to you by Elevate Fitness and Diamond Diehards, which you just heard about. We're not going to recount. Amanda with the face-off. She'll win it to the point. Tootie to Peyton. Wrist shot in front, tipped, but just wide. Sent up toward between the points. Sent back in by Peyton. Louisa tries to get a stick on it. Amanda up top tries to get it low. Amanda again. Louisa in front, can't get the stick fully on it. Battled for near boards. Peyton and Amanda will now combine to get it. Picked up by Caldera. She'll move it out, and Tootie will get it at center ice, and the Rockets will regroup as they clear the zone. Tootie up to Louisa. She lets it get into the zone, but just misses. They'll have to try to regain possession. It's flipped up and out, and Peyton will hustle back to get that one. Saints passive on the penalty kill here. If they keep the score at 0 or 1, they're advancing to the championship game. Wristed and out of the zone. No icing because there's still 1:07 left on the penalty kill. And the Saints change behind the play. Louisa will get it up there off the pass from Kirsten. She'll spin around and send it to Brianna. Brianna will gain the line on the right wing, dump it to herself along the far boards, try to work it toward the center. It's picked off by Teal, but taken right away by Brianna. Now taken away by Teal. She banks it up the boards. Bella's out there playing free safety and will gather that puck. Bella looking up, finds Kirsty in center ice. Kirsty will march in, gets around Santo, sends it into the far corner. Hamilton will get there. Bug will interrupt her. Teal grabbing it with 25 seconds, trying to get it out of the zone, which she does as it gets past Quinn at the right point. 19 seconds on the power play, 14:28 in the season for the Rockets if they don't find a way to dent the scoreboard twice. Let's work on just getting one. Wristed in. That will kill off the last few seconds of the penalty. And the Rockets, who had a good chance at the start of the power play, can't cash in. Brianna gets it up the left wing boards. She'll skate it up and into the zone on the dump. Little tackle behind the play. Referee had the whistle in her mouth, decided not to blow it. A clear interference. Should have been another power play for the Rockets right there as Brianna dumped it, and her motion was clearly impeded. If you put the whistle up, blow it. Centered in front. Loose puck. Choi fans on the wrist shot. It still trickles toward the net. Rebound in front. Loose player in the crease. It's put in for the Saints, but they're waving it off. They're waving it off. The player for the Saints was clearly in the crease and impeded Emma's motion and her chance to get back and cover it. So, unless I'm wrong, I don't think they'll be putting this one up on the scoreboard. And if the face-off is out of the zone but not at center ice, then I think I might have called it right, and it did. Lizzie now takes a moment to fix her mouthpiece. There's 13:29 left in the game, and if they don't score a couple of times at least this season for the Rockets, Tootie negotiated the puck into the zone but can't keep possession. Bella backs her up there. Barber gets it in center ice and then dishes over to Peyton, who sends it in, but there was nobody there. Altman right in front of us. He sends it up the boards and over Barbara's stick to Schonbach, who sends it into the zone. The Rockets need to get their engines fired. Bella sends it to center. Barbara in front. Barbara fighting, puts it behind the net. Lizzie's there to help out. Lizzie misses it. Comes to Schoenbach. She'll put it off the boards and out. Teal will get it there and try to skate it in. Peyton now pursuing. Saints taking much shorter shifts, but the speedy Saints are starting to lose their legs a little bit. You can see it. They're a very crisp, aggressive skating team, and there's just a little edge taken off that. We saw this in the third period of Friday's early game where the Rockets didn't lose their legs and the Colonials did. Now it's just a matter of the Rockets being able to cash in here. They're going to have to start taking some chances because the clock, not their friend. Here's Barbara picking it off with 12 minutes left in the period. Wrist shot, knocked down by Peterson and covered up in front. Exactly 12 minutes left in the third period. Saints leading the Rockets 2-0. Can the Rockets find that moment of brilliance? Here's Amanda from the dot, sends it toward the net. Louisa will get it. She's looking high. She curls, goes through one, wrist shot, off the blocker. It might have been off the shaft of the stick, trying to go short side. Reading that the Saints were taking away the pass to the point, Louisa curled into the circle and got a shot. Loose puck behind the Rockets' net. Louisa there to harass Tuttle, and eventually one of the Rockets gets the puck. It's Georgie. It's pushed out by Georgie along the right wing boards. Fought for and battled there by Amanda, who centers it. Sticks and things swinging, and the Rockets will get another power play as it's going to be a roughing against the Saints. Larissa's still in the box serving the rest of her 10-minute penalty. And if you're the Rockets and you could pick one player for the Saints to go in the box, it's that one, Hamilton. She scored the first goal. She moves the puck from her defensive posture with skating and passing very well. And she will get 2 minutes of rest while her team will have to kill off this penalty without her, and the Rockets needing to dent the scoreboard. Another golden opportunity here. Saints passively pursuing with only one forward up and the other three defenders back. They call them defenders. This is Tootie. She gets over on the right wing board, centers it in front. There's Bug. Bug gets off the shot, and Peterson makes the save. Teal will bring it out. She'll send it in on net. No, not on net. Emma will stop it there for Peyton, who curls around as the Saints change behind the play. At least one Saint. Brianna gets it up the right wing boards. She gets through the right wing. Brianna looking up. She'll march right to the net. She'll go behind the net. Looking. Goes to Tootie at the point. Tootie will turn. Take a blast. Shot loose in front. Bug with the rebound. Can't get a stick on it. Tootie will skate back and get it. 56 seconds left in the power play. Now down to 10 minutes left in the game. As Saint falls behind the play. Brianna's there, but the Rockets are changing. Brianna still maintaining possession. Brianna through the back zone behind the end line. Wrist shot goes just wide. That was by Peyton. Lizzie right here. She goes to Hansen at the point. Francesca has a little time. She has a little space. She has Peyton. Wrist shot goes just wide of the net. Lizzie behind the net. Saints are shell-shocked here a little bit as the Rockets have had their best possession of the game. They send it all the way down and change at least their defense pairing. 15 seconds left in the penalty to Hamilton. Rockets with one final rush on the power play. Will this puck be too strong for icing? It will be waved off. So the dump works. Bella pursuing behind the net. Can she get a stick on it? It goes to Kirsten at the right point. The penalty's over. Fluttering shot toward the net goes just wide. Barbara picks it off. Can she get possession? She's fighting Altman for the puck. 2-on-1 if they hurry. And the one Saint is onside, Schoenbach. I thought she was going to go offside. Kirsty was back there. Rockets blitzing right now. these two teams unrecognizable from the first period and most of the second, where the Saints were carrying the play. Rockets now trying to keep the puck deep in the zone. Just gets past Quinn at the point. Kirsty will come over there. Saints change. Louisa will get the puck. If she looks up, she's got somebody in front. Louisa goes toward the net, looking, goes to the point. That's Kirsty. Top of the circle, sent in along the ice. Altman stops it with the stick. Back to the point. Amanda can't keep it in. She trips. It's going to be a 2-on-1. And Peyton and Amanda will race to that puck and cancel it out. Louisa there with Henry. That puck is in offside. They got to call that. And that's an intentional offside. Let's see if they put that one back all the way deep in the zone, because the player was still pursuing when it was clearly offside. It doesn't actually matter if the player knows the play is offside, but if they don't stop to try to tag up, they can call that an intentional offside. Here's Rizzo. Let's see if she can get through. She gets it there, takes a shot that is redirected. Centered by Amanda, loose in front. Louisa tries to get it, can't get there. Schoenbach up the right wing. She'll skate with a little pace. Send it over to Teal. Wrist shot, saved by Emma. Gathered behind the net by Peyton. Up but not out. Zonto with a wrist shot through traffic. One of the Saints ducked in front. That was Schoenbach. It was headed for her head. It went wide. In the corner, it's Tootie. Up to Amanda, who gets room from Henry. We did not see that at any part of the first two periods. Louisa gets it. She'll take a shot off the face. Santo would have hit Santo's face, but instead she got her glove up there, and she's holding the hand gingerly. The pace of this game has changed dramatically. There was a play right below us at the end moments of the second period, actually with 1:25 left in the second period. Capano, number 5 for the Saints, one of their better players, got into the boards very hard, right literally in front of our camera, and she's not returned. And that has changed the pace of this game now dramatically, possibly that and Jen Rose's conditioning. Wrist shot from the point. Peterson blocks it but can't hold it. That was Quinn at the point. Kept in at the near side point, and now Tuttle will get it. She's got some room there and she'll skate it out. Over to Choi, who will try to send it into the corner but can't get enough juice on it. Quinn tries to move it out with the backhand but loses it. Wrist shot deflected off of a stick. It was off of a Saint stick. That was going toward the net. It looked like Tuttle got her stick on it and actually deflected it into corner. The Saint down behind the play, looking for a call. There is none. Play on. Let's see when Larissa, I think they're talking to Larissa because she's about probably ready to get out of the box now. Quinn gets it, sends it in. Brianna will pursue and meet Santo on the other side of the net. They move it up the left wing boards, a little too strong. Tootie grabs it, battle for the puck over there between Tootie and Hamilton, and one eventually by Tuttle, who sends Schoenbach in all alone. Schoenbach gets a little company, shoots off the left post and in. 5:30 left in the game, and the Ramapo Mountains look a little bit taller right now for the Rockets. That makes it 3-0 with 5:30 left in this semifinal game. The Rockets are going to need something really, really special here if they want to extend this game out. Otherwise, they'll be heading home. And what's been at times a very challenging season, but a very, very rewarding season. Wonderful group of girls. Wonderful group of coaches and parents, and we're in unison thanking each other for such a great year. Heck, everybody's been really good to me, and that feels good. Just under 5 minutes left in the game now. The Rockets are going to need rocket engines here if they want to somehow be an unlikely winner. Down 3-0 with now 4:46 left. They had a very difficult draw here. They played the Colonials, who ended up as the 2nd seed, and they played the Saints, who ended up as the 1st seed in the preliminary round. Then they drew the Saints in this round, so arguably the 3 toughest teams, the most difficult path. It was a 4-1 win by the Saints last night between these two teams. And the Rockets have really, really battled with everything they've had today. They just haven't been able to come up and get some scoring chances. They very much tilted the ice in their own favor for most of this 3rd period here. And unfortunately, you got to take a little more chances when you're doing that and you're down. And the Saints got one break and Schoenbach made good on it. Here's a wrist shot by Hamilton. It's gloved by Emma. 4:09 left in the period. And 4:09 left in the tenure of what figures to be the final time that this group of wonderful young ladies will be together on the ice in these uniforms. A couple of players moving up, and always the unpredictability of hockey at the youth level and life in general. So girls, if you're watching this 10 years from now, remember how much fun you were having out there, regardless of what it said on the scoreboard. All right, 3:45 left. Let's see if Coach at some point will elect to pull Emma. Rockets taking a decidedly offensive posture here, playing a player up high. Saints now attacking low. They seem to have gotten their legs back after that goal, and maybe the Rockets got a little bit deflated. But they still have 3:22 before this thing goes final, and, well, heck, you never know. This one moved out. This is going to be Peyton. Let's see if she can make a dent in the scoreboard. Peyton takes a shot. Oh, Peterson just got the glove on it and it goes over the net. Brianna in the corner. Rockets with a little life now. Bug in front. Lizzie down. Bug will come and pursue over here. She's got to go to the point because there's no other options. A little too strong, but Bug gets it back. Bug top of the slot. Bug fans on the shot. Brianna trying to push it forward. Peyton will pinch in. The Rockets have to blitz here. Emma staying in the nets. 2:40 left. Saints trying to get it out up the boards, but Peyton gets it, sends it toward the slot. Bug can't get there. Santo will try to skate it out of the zone, which he does. Bug interrupts her. Kirsty will bank it off the boards and in as the Rockets change behind. Kirsty keeps possession for a moment, and it's moved up and out. Larissa's out of the box. I'm not sure when she came out, but it was probably with about 5 minutes or a little more left in the period. This is Barbara. Barbara through the zone in the offensive side. Barbara on the left wing tries to center. Barbara still has it behind the net. Barbara looks out in front. Barbara tries to go to the near side, but there's nobody there. Centered up to Schoenbach. She'll march in against Larissa, who's got the freshest legs of anybody. She's taking a stick up high. There's going to be a call. Let's see if Emma rushes to the bench with 1:42 left. A delayed penalty. Larissa has it. She centers it. Touched by the goalie for a moment. No whistle. There's the whistle now as Schoenbach touches up. So with 96 seconds left, the Rockets will have a power play. Let's see if Coach decides to go 6-on-4 or keep Emma in the nets. At this point, maybe there's no difference between 4-0 and 3-0. And it looks like they'll play it 5-on-4 for the moment. Amanda with Quinn on her right and Louisa in the slot. Judy and Larissa, the defense pair. This one goes to Larissa, sends it at the net. Louisa will pursue over here. She has the black armband today, and had it on yesterday in honor of her beloved aunt, Ziarita, who would have been celebrating her birthday yesterday, but passed away on March 23rd of 2020. Here's Tootie, top of the slot, can't handle it. She'll go over to Larissa. Larissa will send it into the corner now with 67 seconds left in the season, unless the Rockets pull off a 3-goal miracle. Here's Amanda. She'll go to Larissa. The Rockets trying to establish their power play. They cannot do it. Tootie will get it at center ice, wait for her team to clear. She'll find Louisa up the wing. Louisa through the circle, goes back to Tootie. Tootie will carry it in on the point, but doesn't realize the puck was still there. It's put back to the point anyway. Amanda gets it. She looks, whistles one toward the net, glove down for a moment, and a push after the whistle as Quinn was trying to shove that one in under Peterson's glove. There's 37.8 seconds left in the game. There's 1:01 left in the power play, but that power play will expire either with a Rockets goal or, if they don't get one, the end of the game in the season. Bug off the win by Riley, sends it up to the point. Kirsty fires one in toward the net. Peterson grabs it, no rebound. Bug was there looking to bat that one in. Down to 29.6. Riley will take the face-off. Bug in the slot. Brianna on the right wing. Kirsten on the right point. Peyton between the points. Won by the Saints and sent out. Now 25 seconds. Peyton will have to go all the way down and grab that one. She'll turn and burn for the final rush of the season for the Rockets. Banked off the boards. Bug will get it. Forward to Brianna. Now the last 13 of the Rockets season. Brianna dumps it in on the far boards. Still pursuit. And 5 seconds here. That'll do it as Donko pushes it out. That'll do it for the season as the Saints celebrate and the Rockets gather around their goaltender. Here you can see the stick taps. And that will do it for the season of 2021 for the Rockets. Saints win this one 3-0. Rockets made the semifinals. Couldn't get over the hump. Here's the waves from your girls. Sometimes the pictures tell it much more than the words can. So the Rockets wrap up their season. What's in store for the girls and coaches, we'll have to see, and the parents. But a great group, nonetheless. Wonderful season in often challenging times. And as we wait for Coach Jeremy to join us. Get the flag up there. The 2 flags, okay.
Oh, nice.
Representation.
I like the matchup.
Americana and Canadiana, if there is such a thing. played them tough. Looked like you were starting to get the edge there in the third period. And you get the one goal that goes the opposite way. Maybe if it goes in the near side net, you end up with a different result. But it looked like they played a little harder, maybe, and a little better than you got last night.
Yeah, I just want to say, when you're playing at this level, if you make a mistake in an important game like this, where everybody is super focused and ready to go, sometimes it'll bite you. I think that team got a little lucky at times, but I have to agree. I think that we outplayed that team. I really do. So, and I think the feeling in the locker room is the same. Just didn't capitalize on a couple of opportunities, but it was there. It was there. Emma kept us in it, as usual, and it just didn't work out for us on the scoreboard today. I'm really happy with the effort. The whole weekend.
So you ended up with the toughest draw. You played the number 1 seed twice, and you played the number 2 seed once, and you conceded a total of 8 goals in 3 games against teams with a lot of firepower.
That's true. That's true.
So the defense was there. It's just the offense, close at times. Just not. Was it breaks, or was it, just sometimes the puck bounces that way, or was it something else that prevented more pucks from going in the net?
Again, we had our opportunity to score. No doubt about it, right? So sometimes those shots go in, they go over the net, they go to the side, or they get caught in the feet like that there. But that's all. I think that's all a result of hard play in front of the net, right? If you think that you're going to just have a walk on the goal and goals are going to come easy at this level, this kind of teams that we play here, it's not. Your window closes so fast when the puck gets on your stick. So I got to say that from the beginning of the season to now, to where we are right now, I just had this conversation with the girls. We've come so far in development, and I really feel like we're just getting started. A lot of this team is going to stick together coming back next season. So I think we're just getting started. That's how I feel.
So let's just do one more thing about the game, and then we'll talk about the season. So you get the power play with maybe 1:42 left in the game. You have an offensive zone draw. Did you think about pulling Emma at that time with a 3-goal deficit? What did you have that mindset to try to go 6-on-4 and get one in the net to see what would happen?
We were in the fight so much in the game that I think all the coaches can agree. We just didn't want to see one in the back of our net again, okay? And we wanted to end on a strong note. So it looked good to get that power play right at the end of the game. We put some pressure on. I think we had an opportunity or two right at the end there just to get one. And I think that during the whole game, we got one goal. It would have changed everything in a heartbeat. So we just fell a little short today. We battled hard all weekend. We battled hard today. I think we played this team better today than we did last night. And it's just a scoreboard thing. Listen, the other team played good too. Okay, you got to hand it off to the other team too.
You get in 2 of these games, you got very tough breaks that went against you. You got what should have been a 2-10 in the Colonials game, where Francesca went headlong into the boards. Now, at least a penalty of some sort. Right in front of us, what happened was Larissa's stick, or Capano's stick, got caught in Capano's skates, and she went headlong into the boards, but really twisted up her leg. And they called a 2-10 on that. You lose your best defenseman for 10 minutes, and you can see a power play, although you didn't give it up. Those type of breaks, if they go the other way, it's really that close, isn't it?
It is that close. And you know what? I never want to see any player get hurt, okay, go down like that. But there was also another play behind the net where after the whistle, Amanda was smashed to the ice. And, of course, the penalty was called on her first. But retaliation should have a call after the whistle as well. It didn't go our way either. But, we've been down this road before and had conversations about the officials. I don't make any excuses. Officials don't create the wins and losses, we do. So we took care of business. I think we killed those penalties, and we live to fight another day. That's how it goes.
So before this season, if we were told that it was going to pan out the way it did with interruptions in time, interruptions in practices, and you'd get this far, would you have signed for it?
I'm sorry, repeat the question.
If you, before the season, would you have signed for what you got, despite all the interruptions and COVID stuff and all that play, to get where your team was to where your team is at today? If we would have told you that you're going to get interrupted and all this stuff is going to happen, and your team would still be the way it is today, would you have signed for that?
Well, I just love this stuff too much, though, Rizzo, so I sign up for anything. But yeah, I gotta say, given all the obstacles in the season for us and other organizations as well, I think we need giant steps here. And like I said, we're just getting started. I know it's the last game of the season. We're looking for different results, but girls play hard. That's what we ask them to do. Play hard, play smart, do the things that we're teaching them to do out there. You should get through the games. The entire season, we're yelling the same things on the bench. We talk to the girls the same thing. It's the last game. We're still talking about new food, do the things that we have to be doing. I think the girls are doing that stuff. I think they've been doing it for a little while. I just think that we came together hard right at the end here. And I would sign up for that anytime, any day. And listen, before we conclude this broadcast, I just want to say that you, my friend, have done a fantastic job with the broadcasting and this whole thing. I love it. The parents love it. The players love it. We all go back to watch it again. And I want to thank you for the support and the great job of doing this stuff.
As we know, Coach Jeremy's right about everything all the time.
We try to.
I will say a thank you, and I gave some remarks during the broadcast for those who are listening, and it's really been an honor and a privilege and a pleasure to be able to do this kind of thing, and I've never received in anything I think I've ever done such warm tidings like the one that you just gave me and that I've received from everybody else.
That's awesome.
I humbly thank you and everybody else for enhancing this experience for me as well.
I want to say one more thing. I come here and I do these interviews with you, and I like doing it. But it's not just me. The coaching staff, the parents, the players, support from someone like yourself. It's all collectively what makes the season a success. So that's exactly how I feel.
One thing that I was saying before you joined us is the advantage or maybe disadvantage of youth is when you come to a season-ending game, which this was, and you get into that locker room. When you're 14, 15, or 16, you don't have the same appreciation for that moment as you do in a year, 10 years, or 30 years later, but you still remember it, and you don't remember what happened and what the score was. You remember what happened in the locker room and how you felt. And sometimes us sappy old guys, maybe talking more about myself than you, tend to be the ones that get a little bit more emotional than the players. So can you take us on, are you cool with taking us a little bit inside the locker room for that last one? Did we have any tears? Were we mostly smiles? Was it coaches, players? Or if you want to keep that between you and the players, that's
you know what? I will just say this. Yeah, that was an emotional locker room. Okay, these girls spent some time together. They had a great season. This is the most unified team I've ever coached. And it shows on the ice, in the locker room, and outside the arena. These girls hang together. They spend a lot of time together, as best we can during what's going on here. But inside that locker room, there was a lot of hugs, a lot of tears, a lot of looking forward to what's coming. A couple of long-winded speeches by the coaches. But I just think collectively this whole group has just been a great ride this entire season. I think we made the best out of what could have been called a questionable season.
Well, now it's the part where I get to thank you and say I've been profoundly flabbergasted in the most positive way that this group has been as great as it's been, and I mean that from every kid to every parent to every coach to every person contributing anything at any point. It's been a tremendously positive experience in what's basically otherwise the most trying times of probably most or all of our lifetimes, whether we're 15 or 50. So I have not spoken directly with all of the parents, but I feel very comfortable speaking on behalf of them to say thank you and the staff and Miss Jamie and any other parent who really stepped up. That it's not just been for duty, it's clearly been for love of the game and the players and the people. So you did a great job.
Thank you.
You did a damn great job.
Thank you very much. I'm just gonna throw this one out there too. None of this could happen without Miss Jamie. Okay, Miss Jamie is the one that drives the bus. Okay, her creativity with things with the team and keeping us all unified. I don't think there's another one out there like her, and this wouldn't all be possible without her for sure. And I had a great season. I made another hockey family, and I look forward to what's to come now. So that's what I'm fired up for.
That'll wrap it up. You'll stay right there so everybody can see your lovely face and the American and Canadian flags.
I love that, by the way.
And this, the CBD, I don't know what it was, the CDM Rink, the CBD Rink. That would be, you could be our sponsor. The CDM Rink at HollyDell Ice Arena in Sewell, New Jersey. So that will do it for the season in terms of games and in terms of coach interviews. Jump back on the live stream on this YouTube channel, the one with my name on it. You can see there. Thank you, Becky and Jen, for that. And we'll be live from the parking lot for the post-game festivities because Miss Jamie warranted that. So thanks, Coach. For Coach Jeremy Jacobus, this is Joe Rizzo. Thanks for watching Rockets Hockey.